it's me, Nico Ami, the craziest Nintendo gamer on YouTube. Enjoy! Does Nintendo have the Game of the Year for 2017 on the lock? Well, news suggests that, well, probably. Stay tuned to figure out why. So today, Rockstar Studios has officially pushed back the release of Red Dead Redemption 2. Now this means a lot of things for many reasons. So at face value, that means that Red Dead Redemption 2 is now being pushed back to the next fiscal year. So anytime after April 1st, 2018 is when the game's going to come out. So I'm sorry to all the fans of that game and all the people who really wanted it. It was coming out for Xbox One, PC, and PS4. Not to Switch though, so this is going to be good little news for you Switch lovers like me, that now the Nintendo Switch will probably be home to the game of 2017, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now currently on Metacritic, the top 5 best rated games of the year are the following. Number 5, Shovel Knight Treble Trove, which is a 91 on the Switch. Number 4 is with a 92 score, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch. Number 3 with a 93 is Persona 5 for PS4. Number 2, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Wii U for 96 points. And then out of 100, this game was rated a 97, and that is number 1, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for Switch. So, the only game that really even comes close to it is Persona 5 with a score of 93, which is 4 points below Switch's version of Breath of the Wild at 97. So the reason why Red Dead Redemption 2's delay is such a big move and such a big, great deal for the Breath of the Wild game in general is that the last Red Dead Redemption game was rated 95 on Metacritic. This game would probably, just by the way patterns go and how critics go, usually sequels get about the same, sometimes more, sometimes a tiny bit less than their predecessor, and it would probably get a solid 96, 97, which would put Zelda's Breath of the Wild 97 number 1 spot at jeopardy. But looking at it now, the fact that the closest non-Nintendo Switch game is at a 93, Nintendo is looking pretty solid to have this Game of the Year title in its bag, since its only real competitor was Red Dead Redemption 2. So, what other games could possibly take away this title from them? I am not really sure. The only game I can really think, based on looking at patterns, is Mario Odyssey, which the previous Mario 3D game, Mario 3D World for the Wii U got, I think, a 92 or 93. But the last fully fledged, like, open world-ish type Mario game was Mario Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2, which both got a 97 on Metacritic. So there's a very good chance that it would put Breath of the Wild's score and number 1 Game of the Year 2017 legacy and title at jeopardy. And if that does happen, it's just Nintendo giving Nintendo the title from one game to another. So it's still a win for Nintendo and Nintendo Switch. The reason why I don't think any other games will really be contenders is games like Call of Duty, World War II, Battlefront 2, these are the type of games that typically don't get extremely high scores. They'll get pretty decent ones, but none of them have ever been in the high 90s. And I can't really think of any other title that would really pose a threat for it either. If you can think of one, comment down below. But I think right now, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is looking pretty strong to be Game of the Year on Metacritic and in that whole ceremony with the award. You know which one I'm talking about, the Video Game Awards of the year. It's looking very good for the Nintendo Switch. So let me tell you why. Where are you going to get the best game of the year? The Nintendo Switch. Where are you going to get the best game of the decade? It's tied at number 1 right now. You're going to get it on the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch only, and that's Breath of the Wild. Yes, one big game doesn't force you to buy a console necessarily, but this is a great start for Nintendo. The fact that of the 5 best games of the year, 4 of them are on Nintendo systems and exclusively on Nintendo systems, and 3 of them are on the Switch, taking out Zelda Breath of the Wild Wii U. So it's looking very good for them, being the first year of release and having all these great titles exclusive to the system that you really can't get anywhere else is looking really nice. And the fact that Mario Odyssey is going to probably join that list. Splatoon 2 has a really good chance of getting another mid 80, high 80, maybe even a low 90. and maybe ARMS 2, and it just, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has also, like, they also get scored pretty high. So it's looking like this year is definitely getting dominated by the Nintendo Switch, which is great for your first year of having a new console. You're gonna have Mario Odyssey, which might even take Game of the Year. You're gonna have Breath of the Wild, which will either be Game of the Year or a contender for sure, no matter what at this point. You're gonna have all these games exclusive to your console, and you're gonna be like, okay, well, it's not just Zelda anymore. There are so many games that I really want to play, and they're all exclusive on the Switch. So this is really, really good news and good momentum for the Switch. They can continue this too. It's not like they're getting rid of all their major weapons on their first year either. They still have Metroid up their sleeves, Pokemon, which usually gets like high 80s, and then you also have Metroid. I already said Metroid, Mother 3, and then you also have Animal Crossing and Super Smash Bros. There are tons and tons of titles that Nintendo can pull up their sleeves that will be high on these type of Game of the Year lists. So it's not going to be a one-year thing either. So it's looking very, very, very good for Nintendo. It's looking very good for Zelda now that Red Dead Redemption is out of the picture. The only games that really pose threats for high 90s are games like, also games by Rockstar, which is Grand Theft Auto, which usually get high 90s as well. So that isn't coming this year either. So it was either Red Dead Redemption or a Mario game or Zelda that was really going to get this year. And since it's only going to be those two now, it's looking like Nintendo has this Game of the Year locked. So that's good news for me because I love Nintendo and I want to see them succeed. They're succeeding very, very much right now. It's time for you to jump on board. And yeah, thanks for watching. For more Nintendo news and discussions like this, make sure to hit subscribe. Let's just say thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button right there, or watch this video or this video, whichever one you find more entertaining. Just hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it.